All right, let's do this. Okay, so I haven't really played any further here. Go close this off. I'm still trying to figure out why the music's not playing. What if I reset it like this, maybe? Hold on one sec. 70%. Yeah. Be honest, the game's not really the same without the music. Kind of boring, honestly, without it. Okay, so I need to get some more money before I build that cotton line. I was actually considering some other things. There are some other goods we could deliver into Sacramento. There is some milk, which we do have down there. Oh, whoops. What the hell? Wow, okay, I guess I'll have to edit that out. Thanks for the heads up, Fred. Jeez, why did that? My OBS decided to go bonkers over there for some reason. Alright. But yeah, thanks for the heads up there, Fred. Otherwise, I would probably not have noticed. Okay, Ren. I don't want that, actually. I will... That's a older model of an express train. Okay. Thanks for the follow, Brian506. Welcome to this very professional stream where I definitely know what I'm doing. And I don't. Fred says, at least I don't have 607 messages in my inbox. There wasn't any personal information there. You could see my Gmail, of which TCTC sent his image in, but don't think there was anything incriminating on there, I hope. He saw my stream dashboard, which is pretty cool. Okay, how do we get... Okay, yeah, this should be a good spot to put the station. And yeah, I don't think I can build the track with $93,000. Because there's... And really I need another platform for these. Yeah, this is a problem because... I mean, I could spend the time trying to move all these tracks over again. Because if I upgrade the station... Actually, I can upgrade the station right now. I could spend all the time moving these tracks over, but this freight line's pretty busy now, and I don't know if I want to do that right now. I could do something crazy and just build this, build the cotton line all the way around Sacramento, so it actually feeds into this side maybe. But I also thinking ahead. I think I'm going... Hold on, let's see if I can... I'm at least going to move the express trains over a little bit. Because, again, one of the final goals of this mission is to transport passengers from San Francisco all the way over to... Where the hell is it? Promontory Point, which is near Salt Lake City. So, that would... So I'm going to actually move the express service I have right now between San Fran and Sacramento over to this track here, because we're going to eventually need to expand it. Probably to Reading and then around and then figure out how to get through all this stuff here. So I'm going to do that right now, just to plan ahead. And for our cotton line, actually, where is my Reading train? That silly Reading train I didn't need. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, this thing I'm going to delete right now. Because that one's not needed anymore. We were unable to accept cotton at the warehouse, so we're instead going to go do this instead. So, so yeah, if I just build a track right now, it's actually trying to tunnel for me. Let's see if I can maybe do, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's go through that farm there. Yeah, even with the bridge, that's already 50,000. I don't have that sort of money. So we're gonna have to wait a bit before I can build that. So one thing I've noticed is all of these grain trains I have right here, they're actually all losing money, which is interesting. I'm actually wondering, oh yeah, because this train's being serviced here. There's a lineup of trains here, which is a little bit unfortunate. If we scroll out, you can see it a little bit, maybe a little bit more clearly there. This separation at Reading, though, is pretty good, though. You don't see any trains getting stuck here. If anything, having all those trains stuck at Reading probably prevented this from happening, because they wouldn't be able to get here anyway. But yeah, you can see that train just got serviced. Now this one's finally getting in. And then, yeah, it's going to be another lineup there. So, not much we can do about that, I think. I mean, it might be just because of the timing of the trains. I don't see any other trains coming into the warehouse. Okay, I'm gonna wait for our money to accumulate to maybe, oh, I don't know, maybe 200,000 before I start building that track. Looks like we've got 70,000 people in Sacramento. I might also try building that university in San Francisco. The earlier I build it, the more research points we'll get, and maybe the better, more efficient our system can be. I mean, this, actually, this thing right here, increase the transportation fee per freight car. That's gonna help us maybe make a profit on some of these trains. So I'm gonna definitely get that. But if I wanted to build a university in San Fran, that's gonna cost us 200K. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do that right now. I think the plan, I'm gonna build this line first, this cotton line, so at least the cloth can get produced here, and that'll keep Sacramento from keep it growing. I think it's still growing actually right now. Yeah, it's not 72,000 now, so that's good. We definitely need the cloth to get there for it to grow any further, I think. So we'll build that first, and then we'll start building that university. All right, so I have my 200,000 now. Let's go build this. I have to figure out how to turn my train properly. I mean, I could probably get the game to do it for me. I could just go do, I don't know, do this, I guess. Or maybe I should, you know what? No, let's. Why am I being silly? I should not be silly. I should try to do this properly. But it says object in use. God damn it. Fuck. Yeah, no, I should. I want to actually move this thing. I was worried. Yeah, I was worried that I couldn't do it, but I can at least get. Let's redo this whole thing here. I can move this track over to here. But this track on this side is the problem. Oh, now I can get rid of it. Oh, that's weird. What the hell? Why can't I get rid of that part? Ugh. This game doesn't make sense. Okay, at least it looks like that signal part, because I think that train is... Yeah, oh, it's actually complaining I can't get to Sacramento. Okay, so if I just do this... That fixes that. I'm gonna put the signal back, though. And now this track, now I have a way of getting that cotton train into here. So let's do that right now. I'm actually gonna build from Sacramento. Through these houses, I guess. And then up this hill. It'll cost me a little bit in bridges. And then I guess we'll go here maybe. Okay, that's already too expensive, goddamn. Why is it so expensive? Is there a tunnel in here? So if I go up this is 100k already. So maybe if I do something more gentle, like, I don't know, that. That's even worse. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We can do this. 100k. Then we go over here. That's already 243k. Because of this bridge across this river. So if I maybe make that cheaper, there we go. If I move, maybe straighten this out a little bit. Okay, so now we've got, that's going to take all my money. I will pay it. I'll wait a little bit. I think I do want to double that track. Actually, maybe I should just build the train right now. Fred says, what if you just use the existing line? Do you mean this line right here? This fruit line here? That one's going to the warehouse. So if I wanted to use this thing here, I'd have to do some switchy business here, and you can see that you can't build switches on bridges. So the only spot would be right here, and then I have to do some other crap, and then train the cotton train would have to go through the fruit, which yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem... I basically don't want to deal with the signaling in that part. I mean, I could do it, but it would basically mean I'd have to... The trains would actually have to go down to here and then up this hill. Which I guess it's too late now since I've already built this section. So, oh well, too late. I have money now, so I'm gonna build my double section. Okay, so let me do that. And then... Oh yeah, this is getting quite expensive already. Ooh, it's actually telling me to build a tunnel. I don't want a tunnel. But yeah, the earthworks are quite expensive. Okay, well... maybe I'm afraid I should have built this. Built the track over here. Oh well. I don't know, I just thought that maybe... Because my original plan was to build the track all the way around. Like that. To the other side of Sacramento. But, yeah, I don't...
We should meet up sometime for some tea and candy.
I refuse. I don't like you very much. I don't want to partake in that. Ma'am, thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be spending... Maybe this was a bad idea, but I've already committed to it. So... I mean, I could just load a saved game and just redo this, maybe. I could do that. But then the thing is I'd have to redo all this stuff here too, so... No. Let's just continue on. If maybe I do have a saved game, so if I need to go back and maybe redo this, then... Like during the break I made one. But but I'm going to stick with this for now. Try and give cotton its own dedicated line. Yeah, I think the biggest cost was this earthworks right here because we had to dig this kind of ridiculous looking trench here. That's my mistake. Okay, maybe that's too close there. Okay, and let me set up a line. Cotton to Sacramento. Freight only. You have a consolidation B, but that's 94,000. I don't know if we can get the money for that. We'll have to wait a bit. Yeah, no, this was an expensive endeavor. I'm regretting it now. But at least we'll use the new consolidation trains. That'd be cool. So yeah. Let's check our banking activities. So this bond right here is about to expire. Though I'm not sure if I have enough money. Uh-oh. Hold on. I think if I read bonds correctly, I think if you don't have the money to repay this bond in full at the end of the 13 or the whatever weeks it is, I think it actually continues. Usually last time in the last mission when we had the bonds, we had so much money. So when we repaid the bond, it was, you know, nothing. But now I'm a little worried. Okay, there's our cotton. As soon as I get another 100,000, I'll probably clone it, but I'm hoping... So the cloth will get shipped directly to Sacramento, turn into cloth. Sacramento itself will... I think it's already producing cloth. If we get to 90,000, we could also build a clothing factory in Sacramento too, so that we don't have to ship the cloth elsewhere. That'd be pretty good. Oh, and actually, San Francisco's actually producing beer too. That's good. We can... I'm not sure if any beer is actually getting to Sacramento right now. I can actually take a look, actually. Let's see. Sacramento, beer. There's nothing in the supply. But I do know, yeah, we are shipping grain to the warehouse, so there must be some grain getting to San Fran, I think. Oh, I should build my supply towers. That's very important. Okay, so January 1st, 1865. We have 2 years to get... Okay, we're up to 400,000. Not bad. And Sacramento is 85,000. Yeah, I think we're not doing too bad, actually. Build a university in San Francisco. I think I want to do that next, too. But maybe and that's the second train over here would be better. Anyway, I'll just take some time to remind people about my stream. Oh, actually, ooh, this train actually breaks down because of weather. That's what these things do. Okay.
Come on, budge your station over a bit. There's enough space here for the two of us.
Okay, she's expanded to Collins, I guess to Gold Beach too. Okay, as I was saying, yeah, for the schedule for the next few streams, I'm not entirely sure what's happening. On Friday, I usually do a friendly Friday session with a bunch of my friends like LD and others. I have to go contact him and see if he's even available on that day. And we're also not sure what kind of game we're playing. We have a list of games we're trying to go through. So when I find out what game we're playing on Friday, I will let you guys know on the Twitters and other social media venues. And as for next week, I'm also not sure what's happening. Monday, I'm not sure whether I'll be streaming on Monday because that's actually a holiday here. And I'm thinking of maybe doing something else in real life. But so if I don't do a stream on Monday, I'll probably move it to like Tuesday or something, so that you know, at least I can still be doing the 3 streams a week at very minimum. And most likely those streams on Monday or whatever, or basically next week, will probably be some more Railway Empire. So I will be, if I don't finish the mission today, I'll be finishing it definitely early next week, and then we'll go on to the scenarios. Probably start off with the Texas scenario because that's a totally different map that the campaign doesn't come over. Sacramento is growing, nice. Fred asks, what is the holiday? It's a weird holiday. It's actually a new one that's only in some Canadian provinces. It's called Family Day, which kind of makes me throw up a little bit in my mouth because I think what happened was right after Christmas we don't have much of a holiday. The closest one is actually Easter, which is usually in like March or April. So what's this one? Nope, not gonna buy that. So there's this big gap of about 2 or 3 months where there's no holiday. So politicians decided, oh, let's make a holiday in February, and that's what they named it. And I don't know. For someone like me who doesn't really have a family to lean on or even talk to, it's I don't know. I have to admit, I do get a little bit jealous of all the people who do have actual functional families. Okay, so I'm going to clone the consolidation here. Some more cotton into Sacramento. And I think it's time to build a tailor. I need 500,000 for that though, so... But Sacramento's still growing. We actually might hit 100,000 on its own, but definitely getting the clothing factory will probably secure that. Fred says, sounds like bootlegs Thanksgiving. Yeah, maybe. There's no meals involved. It's usually a time for it's just a holiday for people to get a day off after the holidays. Or sorry, after the Christmas holidays, I should say. I think you guys in the States have, what is that, Martin Luther King Day, which is like in January. So yeah, we don't have that sort of thing up here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna build that university right now. If I can find it. There we go, university. The University of San Francisco. I guess I'll put it on here maybe.
And as is proper for a metropolis, San Francisco now also has a university.
MLK Day and then President's Day. When is President's Day, Fred? I don't know. I don't know my U.S. holidays at all because obviously I don't celebrate them. American Central Back Speed World holds breath over new records. Okay. So every university you build increases the monthly innovation points your company receives by 4 points. Okay. That's good. Let's keep on getting some more innovations. Increases the reliability of your locomotives by 12%. Increase the power of your locomotives. That's a hard choice. Accelerates train maintenance. Oh, that one's a good one too. Maybe I should start trying to get these ones down here. Unfortunately, because I didn't get this one, I've kind of locked myself from a lot of parts of this tech tree down here. Let's increase the reliability, because I still see some breakdowns here and there. It says February around the 19th, which is really 2 or 3 days off. Wow. That's pretty cool. But yeah, yeah, Family Day for us, it's the first February of well, the first Monday of February, I should say. And I believe not all Canadian provinces actually follow it, if I recall. I think British Columbia, where the province I live in, only introduced it maybe a couple of years ago. So it's very new, a very new holiday. Let's check our bonds here. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah. So because I wasn't able to pay off that bond, it looks like it got renewed. And that's unfortunate. So, I better start making more money.
Thanks to your work, Sacramento has become one of the most influential cities and a hub for our rail network.
Nice. Okay, so I'm actually wondering maybe I shouldn't even bother building. Oh, why? Fuck. Why are there sawmills here? Get out of here. Okay, well. God damn it. I was gonna build a clothing factory there, but now the idiots over there have just screwed that up. If Reading grows, I could put the clothing factory over there, but no, somebody decided, oh, I'm gonna put some sawmills here because, well, I guess that's okay, because now actually the wood coming down from here will go to the warehouse and up to Sacramento. And I think lumber is something that is in demand. Okay, so maybe it's not that bad. It is actually an industry that's in demand, I guess. Yeah. These grain trains, though, are still not performing very well. And they got these two trains here. The thing is, if I start upgrading these trains to like consolidations, it's gonna just increase the cost, I think. It's not gonna improve anything necessarily. Though they will go faster, I think. Let's take a look. Let's compare these trains. I'm gonna take a look here. So the Dragon is a 32 mile per hour train. Consolidation is only slightly faster. It has better tractive power, and it's actually worse reliability, so it's not very attractive in that sense. Fred says, I have the 16th to the 20th off for President's Day, which defeats the purpose of a day. It's a President's Weekend, or a retreat for you. Okay, so looks like we're making money now. That's good. I wish I had more money to try to get down to Los Angeles. I think I actually will. I'm going to actually save up. So yeah, we got this bond here. I could actually start. I could just pay off the bond right now. Maybe this one. Tyson 10-wheeler. Maybe I'll bid that one. This one might help unlock some other research. So I'm actually going to try to grab this one.
You were lucky no one else placed a bid.
But yeah, I'm going to try to repay my bonds right now, because I think they're just renewing and we're paying some interest, which it's not a lot of interest, but it is yeah, it is still a bit of money that I'm wasting. And next thing I want to build is that connection down to Los Angeles, and that's going to cost quite a bit of money, I think. Oh, see you, Fred. Have a nice dinner. I'll still be here for maybe an hour or two, and try to see if I can finish this mission at all. Okay, let's pay off. You must pay 19,000 in penalty interest. Okay, maybe I'll wait a bit here. So 520. Okay, so I paid off
your progress. but I'm still afraid that we might not reach Promontory Point in time.
Okay. 1869.
Your boss is very nervous. I understand that the Union Pacific Railroad puts you under a lot of pressure and that you have to reach the meeting point as quickly as possible. But too much worry is unhealthy.
So she's telling me to stop worrying. I guess I will.
I thought so back then. And a few years later, I had gotten tired of Chicago. I needed a change, so I sold everything to my friend Marion and decided to put my talents to another use. Many rich cutthroats were investing in the railroad, so I thought I can do that too. You really should pay more attention to the maintenance of your locomotives.
Really? Random breakdown. This one... That one is... No suitable freight for this train. What the hell? Oh, I see, because it's... Well, it's transporting cotton here, but I think all the cotton in... Yeah, this is actually full of cotton right now. So that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem, actually. Okay, so we're delivering cotton down to Reading, but the cotton isn't... Actually, Reading doesn't even use the cotton, or the cloth, I should say. So we need a way of delivering the cloth to a city. Sacramento already has a bunch of cloth. So that one's not a good one. Oh, I should also... I see what the problem is. I haven't built a maintenance building there, so that'll fix that. So I'm thinking maybe I should try to get the cloth down to San Francisco, maybe. Because I know it does accept cloth. But I'm not sure how I'm going to get there. I could try to get on the express track over there. If I can somehow get on there. I don't know what to do here. I could also just close off this, Actually, you know what? We're gonna close this line. This train is out of service. I think that's what we're gonna do. So, delete this train. We'll still need that track, though, for getting into Promontory Point. Who has the longest route? Okay. So I have some options. I could try to start connecting up to Promontory Point, and at least try to alleviate the worries of my boss, apparently. Or I could try connecting up to Los Angeles first. Try to make an express train route there to make some money there, because I know that's pretty profitable. It's quite a long distance, too. I'm gonna do some research here. Increase the power of my locomotives. Let's see. Accelerates train maintenance by 20%. That's a good one. Increases the number of passengers in every city. Increase ticket prices per passengers. I don't know. Sure. Yeah, we've currently got... Actually, only got a year before I need to make this profit, so I better get working on that line there. Let me go save, and then we're going to start building our line to Los Angeles now. Let's go into... So let's kick another bond. This one's actually bigger. That's good. And with only 800, almost 900,000, let's build our line to Los Angeles. First off, I'm going to build a small train station. I'm going to build it back to back. This time we don't need to go down to San Diego. So actually,
Have
this
you
will
really
be
not
our
got the message that your station has no future here?
this will be our terminus. And then we've already built this track here, so we can just simply go around like this. Let's go do that right now. Yeah, I think I will go down closer to the coast because trying to build along this cliff will be kind of ridiculous to do. So let's go down to maybe... Actually, let me build it from Los Angeles. That's probably better. So let's go up to this little hill here. Oh, okay. Guess we'll have to curve. I'm gonna try to follow, if I can, try to follow this contour. So I'm gonna go up to here and then go down a contour. Like this, maybe. Oh, the cliff side is a little bit steep here. Maybe go down a little bit here. No, it's trying to build a bridge again. Okay. Try something else here. If I do a tighter curve here, maybe. If I do this and then just go along this side, trying to stay along the cliff side without making any bridges or any cuts into the cliff side, if we can. Oh, I see. This is actually might be too steep. I think that's okay. We'll go around this cotton farm and then make our way. There we go. Something like this. Yeah, there's some bridges over here which I'm not too fond of. Let me see if I can move this. Yeah, there is a bridge here, but I don't think I can avoid that one. Okay, that's going to cost us 250,000.
Hats off! Your rail network has now reached a total length that will make our competitors sit up and take notice.
I kind of want to see if I can double this track, so let's see how much that'll cost. They're not that many bridges here, so we're not going to get any sort of discount, I think. Or any significant discount. 150? Okay, that's not too bad. Again, if I want to have reliable express service, this is kind of necessary. Let's do that. Let me put my signals in first. I'll put in the supply towers. Going around this curve here. I do kind of like this part of the game where it does actually have these contours and you actually kind of have to try to follow them. That is kind of realistic because that is how a lot of historical railways have been built. They, you know, along the banks of rivers, along the cliff sides. I like that part. Okay. Make sure, so we have that switch still there for the sugar train, so those are still unimpeded. So now, yeah, now we can build our express train. So, from San Fran to Los Angeles, passengers and mail only on the Rogers Mogul. So yeah, not too many passengers. I think we need to get those upgrades to get more passengers and mail volume. But I'll wait for this train to get to Los Angeles before I clone it. But yeah, there's our express service. Well, it's not recognized as an express service yet. We have to wait a bit. I'm not entirely sure how the game designates a train as express. I think it's just if it just doesn't stop. I think that definitely helps. But the only stop for our express train is really if the sugar train's in front of it. So hopefully that won't make us lose the express designation there. So we'll have to wait for that. But I totally expect this train to make us a bit more profit here, because this is a very profitable route. Let's actually clone one more train there. We might actually put 4 trains on this one. There's our second one. I'll clone another one once this arrives in Los Angeles. I know in real life that there is a rail link between these cities, but I think most people actually just drive down there since it's not that far. And then there's a highway system, and even some people fly because that's even cheaper than train. Amtrak is not, considering the accidents it's had and the fact it's really underfunded right now. It's not doing too well. There is a lot of talk around building a high-speed rail line between these two cities, but there's a lot of there's a lack of political momentum to get that done. Plus, it does go through some neighborhoods. There's always going to be people who, you know, like NIMBYism, who don't want a rail line in their backyard. Whoa, Sacramento hit 120,000. Jeez. I didn't expect that. I kind of blew that goal out of the water. Okay. Okay, so I'm just trying to space out these trains. We're actually making our money back pretty quickly here. Then we'll start researching more. There's some research things that we haven't gotten for increasing passenger volume and mail volume. Because right now, most of our express trains are kind of, they're not completely full. So there is a bit of room for improvement there. TCTC says, Highway 1 is amazing too. Are you talking about the Trans-Canada Highway? Because there's a lot of different Highway 1s in the world. Yeah, Trans-Canada is it's a neat highway. Okay. So here's our, oh, that's a sugar train.
Don't niggle over the details. I don't care what the best connection is or which engine looks best, as long as everything hisses and steams. Of course, none of these men would admit that I'm the one holding the reins. Oh, but I only need their money, not their appreciation.
Wow. Okay. So TCTC says it's the one from LA to San Francisco. Okay. I actually didn't know the, I thought it was actually an interstate of some sort, but I guess not, because it's not really it doesn't actually go through states. I didn't know it was called Highway 1. Highway 1 is also the name of the Trans-Canada Highway, which goes, well, as you can probably imagine, across Canada from like Vancouver, from the west coast to the east coast. So that's why I was getting confused there, because Highway 1.
I've taken a closer look at the numbers. Splendid. This cash surplus is impressive.
Nice.
But I have some good news for you too. My endless negotiations have finally been a success.
Okay.
Washington has finally agreed. We can expand our network into Utah territory. This will allow us to connect Promontory Point, our meeting point.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I didn't realize I had to get this. I have to get this goal to actually unlock Utah territory. So I would not have been able to expand into here anyway. So now we can. We have 4 years to, more like 3 years, I guess, to transport passengers. Only 50 passengers though, so it's not too bad. It's just going to take a long time to do it. and I'm still waiting on this express connection. So, yeah, no, I think we're gonna complete this mission today. This is
You have created
excellent.
the first
And I
express
got that.
connection between Los Angeles and San Francisco. The journey time along the West Coast has decreased dramatically.
Nice. Okay, let's go get this thing. This will give us more passengers in cities. And okay. All right. TCTC says there is, but there's also a more direct interstate. Isn't Canadian Highway 1 the only highway? Not exactly. There are some regional highways, but if you're looking for the highway that actually connects all across Canada, generally, yeah, that's the one you would probably use. It even connects to Prince Edward Island, which is actually connected by bridge now. So, yeah. Okay, we have $1 million. $1 million. I mean, I could just pay this off and maybe get a bigger loan. But I think maybe we'll be able to build this track with just $1 million. Let's start off over here. Okay, we already have a station at Promontory Point. Let's take a look at our... Actually, let me save right now. That's pretty important. Okay. So in case... I don't know how I would screw it up at this point, but... You know, my track building habits are kind of bizarre, as Fred had pointed out earlier. Okay. Let's start off with actually... Also, there's the fact that I can build a track, but it's not going to be double track for a lot of points along the route. So, yeah, I think I'm going to don't blow up that whole section, Jesus. Oh, stupid game. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna cheat here. I'm gonna reload the game because I accidentally deleted that track. Let's see if it'll do it. There we go. Okay. So, what I wanted to do was just blow up a little section here. And this one too. And we'll just redo this part here. I mean, I could upgrade... Do I want to upgrade this station? I don't know if that's really worth it. Let's do it right now. It's only 60,000. So we'll do that. Then after this point, I'm not sure whether I'll double the track or not. Okay. Oh, also we need to... Oh, shoot. We also need to connect the express track from Sacramento into that track over there. So let me go do that too. I see. Okay. Express track is this thing here, so let's go redo this part. Though it's not really letting me in there, because I think it's too... Might be actually too steep there. That's not good. Okay, well... Let me do this part here. It seems a little... The construction of this part seems a little weird to me. There we go, so this... Yeah, okay, so... The game was just being annoying. Okay, San Francisco can't be reached, so I'm going to put a switch for our existing express trains. Like this. And then put these two signals here. And then this side we will connect these over to here somehow. So I think I will... So this contour follows that one. So maybe if I do a very tight turn here, and then... Actually, I should probably use, crap. Probably use this outer curve, maybe? I don't know. And then switch this back somehow like this. No, that's too tight there. Nope. Okay, something like this. And then same thing over here. Guess I'll switch that out. Okay. So now, unfortunately there's this train in the way. I can't really... Oh, there it goes. I want to build a switch right here. Actually, let me move these signals. Die, die, die. No, why is that in use? Oh, because there's trains there. Okay. Wait for that to leave that signal. Die. Okay. Then switch that over like this. Signal. 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 Not perfect, but it'll do like that. Welcome back, Fred. We are on the way to finish the mission, I think. We just need to connect to Promontory Point. It just got unlocked, so now we can build into Utah territory. What I'm just doing right now is just preparing at least an express train route. So it's going to go... We're going to utilize the express route I have to Sacramento, and it'll continue on down... It'll use the freight line train that we have here. And then it's going to use the train to the logging camp, actually past the cotton camp. And now you can keep going here. I'm going to save right now, too, because now that we've prepared that already. Fred says he had a tuna casserole and a nasty cookie. What was nasty about that cookie? What did it taste like? I'm curious. Usually cookies are delicious. Why would you say something about a cookie? Cookie did nothing wrong. Yeah. Fortunately, the terrain along this route seems pretty innocuous. It's not particularly bad. I'm kind of wondering if I should try connecting to these cities. Maybe have some local routes. But at the same time, I kind of just want to connect there. Actually, you know what? I think I will build the stations here because we do need maintenance buildings along the route too. And actually, do I want to do that? Because actually the train won't actually stop there. So maybe that's not terribly useful. Okay, the last time, because the reason I'm a little hesitant on building the station here because it'll just drop off passengers at these cities, which is not what we want. So, yeah, I think we're just going to skip those cities and keep on going. Alright, so I'm actually going to go from this side here. And yeah, fortunately the terrain's not too bad. So we're not really... There's a bridge being built already. So in terms of inclines, it's actually... Okay, it's pretty damn flat. Try to avoid Elko a little bit. And once we get closer to the Salt Lake over there, then we'll start having some interesting issues. Yeah, I got this hill here. I could bridge over maybe, but that's pretty expensive. Maybe I should have built from Promontory Point. That might have been more wise. Okay, so that's too tight of a curve. Let's do maybe this. Okay, so that's going to cost us $700,000. If I double that track. Yeah, I feel like I need to double that track because I don't want to build all these silly passing places all over the place. So I'm going to build this. Actually, hold on. There's a bridge somewhere around here. Ah, this thing. Hold on. Can we reduce the cost? Oh, that's a lot better. Let's reduce the cost of that a little bit. There we go. So only 60,000 in bridges. That's a bit better. Okay, so now maybe I should actually have enough money to double it. Let's see if I can do that right now. Okay, going up to 250,000. 300,000. 320. Not bad. Okay, nice. We do still have some money to spare. Let's put those signals in. And this is going to require lots of supply towers, I bet. I'm curious, because this is such a long distance, I wonder if the train's probably going to break down because it hasn't stopped at a maintenance yard. But because of what I discussed before, if I try to build a station, I could maybe build a warehouse instead, maybe. And then it could stop there for maintenance, but I'm just going to try building it without it for now. Okay. Almost there, I think. There it is. Okay, so let's put in our supply towers. I got one over here. Let's put one more on the other side of this cotton farm. And then maybe one nearby Winnemucca. And then one near Elko. And then maybe one in the middle of nowhere. Like that. And then one closer to Promontory Point. Okay. So there's our line. Nice. Transcontinental on home stretch. Chinese have had enough of wall. What does that mean? That's a weird statement to make in a newspaper. I don't think newspapers at that time would even make that sort of statement. So here's our San Francisco to Promontory Point train. Passengers and mail only. And we'll use the... Actually, which one's better? Oh, the Rogers Mogul is still better. And yeah, at this point we're only delivering a small amount of passengers and mail. I'm not sure if there's any way of improving that. I guess maybe the research will help in that. But there's our train. Let's go ride it. I'll ride this for a little bit, but I will periodically jump back and clone this train so that there's a bit of spacing. So we're actually going through Sacramento right now. Maybe when it gets to Redding, I will make another train. Alright, we're on the freight train now. Or freight line, I should say. There's a bunch of... I don't know what that was. Grain, I guess? Okay, heading up to Reading. There's actually a bit of a hill here. Didn't really notice it before. Okay, that one's a logging train. Okay, let's clone this guy. That's one that's waiting for track clearance. And let's get back on the
Luckily, there are
train
enough
here.
fools willing to invest in a well-run railroad company. I just cannot show them too clearly that it belongs to me. Let them think that they're the geniuses, just as long as the majority of the profits ends up in my pocket.
Fred says in chat, I sure hope you get to the point of this ride eventually. Haha. Yes, the point of this ride is to simply show you. You just want to ride the train, don't you? That's what people want, really. So, okay, passing the logging camp. There's actually a maintenance yard here. So I don't think it'll stop there. I actually do want to check out the stats for this train because I think it might be, we might see a breakdown because it hasn't been maintained in a while. I also don't know if there's a maintenance yard at Promontory Point. I should probably check that station. Oh no, I understood your pun, Fred. I understood your pun. I'm just saying there are multiple meanings of points here. There is Promontory Point, but there's also the point of showing you... I haven't actually really done this too often in our stream. Just letting you ride the train. So... Oh hey ESA3K, thanks for
What's
coming.
big, made of metal, has lots of wheels and goes choo choo.
Why is he saying that? Oh, anyway. Hey ESA3K, thanks for watching and coming by. I'm hopefully about to finish the mission. Okay, I'm gonna clone this guy again. And we will... Oh, what's this? Sponsors, increase the number of new applicants, exclude the underworld. I don't really need that right now. Fred, storm's ahead. Let's get out of that auction there. I don't see a storm anywhere. What are you talking about? I did see a storm earlier when we were building the track, but I don't know where it went. Slavery abolished, yay! Or maybe boo, because now I can't have cheap labor to build my choo-choo trains. Yeah, ESA 3K, you should study for that exam. You should. I don't want you to fail. Don't fail like me, like what I've done with these missions. Okay. I'm gonna maybe check on the other trains in a sec, the trains behind us. So I want to see how many passengers they're delivering. 50 passengers isn't that much. I think... I'm not sure, but the game doesn't really tell you. But it seems like it's like maybe either 8 to 20 passengers per car, I think. It's not really specific, unfortunately. I'm just pulling that number out of my ass. Okay, I think that's Elko on the left there. Let's get out of here. Let's see if I can maybe pay off some bonds. Okay, this one's getting paid in 9 weeks. I'm going to let this expire because if I repay it now, you actually have to pay a little bit of penalty interest, so I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not going to buy anything, so at least that won't expire. Okay, there's our little train going to Promontory Point. Let's go back to it. Oh, it's actually grabbing a drink of water. Yeah, there is a screen on here. Yeah, this screen here. It shows you the levels, but doesn't really show you whether it needs maintenance or not. Let's clone one more train. That one has 3. And let's get back on the track here. That's a nice thing here. Yeah, Zambi, there is a feature to ride the train. I mean, if the game didn't have this feature, I'd be highly surprised, because I mean, the audience for this game is people who are train fans. So why have a game where you can't even ride the train? It's kind of pointless, I guess. Yeah, whistle and everything. I can click the mouse to whistle like this. You can change the camera positions too, so if I push the up arrow, you can get this sort of view. Choo choo. If I push the down arrow, I can actually look back at my cargo. So this is actually kind of nice to see how much stuff I'm carrying. But, yeah. The thing I don't like is when if you on this view, the up arrow view, I think it's a little bit too low. I think the camera needs to be a little bit higher, in my opinion, at least. There's our other train coming in. That one has a few passengers as well. Okay. I think where's Elko? I think once we pass Elko, I will clone one more train. Okay, let's clone another one. And let's get back on this guy. I should also probably check my task list to see if I'm actually how many actual passengers we're delivering. We might actually complete the scenario before we can get back. Okay, so far we have 11. So yeah, let's see if the mission finishes before we get back to San Francisco. Let's see if we can even get to Sacramento. And I have $1 million now, so we've definitely gotten out of that rut of the early game of this mission, where I wasn't really making that much money.
How it's done.
Okay. No, she's saying that because she expanded somewhere, but I don't really care about her. Competitors like to taunt you all the time. Yeah. So there's actually one thing I want to check. We'll come back to that train in a sec. I'm gonna keep on pushing or getting these upgrades. So we'll get primary suspension to increase the number of passengers. I think that's it for now. Maybe some other upgrades we can get. Alright. Actually, let's clone a train right now. And get back on there. Where is it? Oh, did I lose my train? Is that one? There it is. So now we're getting to a point where there are trains ahead of us. I think there might be a freight train ahead of us somewhere. So it's starting to get a little busy here. Here's Reading. And it looks like... Okay, so not stopping quite yet. See if we can get to Sacramento.
You really should pay more attention to the maintenance of your locomotives.
Okay, so the fact that she's making that statement means that, yeah, because of the long distance these trains run at, I think, yeah, some of them, probably one of them broke down somewhere, because they didn't make a stop at a maintenance yard. Get a drink here. I'm not entirely sure why we're stopping here. There might be a train... Actually, why are we stopping here? That makes no sense. Did I not put signals on this part? Oh, whoa, whoops. Yeah, I forgot to build signals here, so actually the train could keep on going up to there. There we go. Because there is a local train from... It's actually... Okay, it's actually gone by now, but... Okay, well... At least we got to Sacramento on that train, but... yeah, no, we did it. Or I did it. Okay. So, I was a little worried about that mission. That mission was... I think I liked that mission. It was quite challenging. The terrain was definitely made for some interesting expansions. I did have to restart the mission once, but I think after just restarting, I got a much better sense of how to, you know, organize my network and where, like, trying to choose where to deliver things. And yeah, as soon as the cities grew to a really large size, and I connected down to Los Angeles, I think just things just fell in place. So yeah, that was fun. There might be a video after this that the game will play, so let's see what happens if I push this green check.
The final hammer strokes at the meeting point of the Central Pacific Railroad and Union Pacific Railroad sparked a storm of enthusiasm across the nation. The time of dangerous ship passages, sluggish river transports, and exhausting wagon journeys was over. Despite all obstacles and dangers, a link between the East and the West was forged. Goods and passengers could now travel unhindered from the Pacific to the Atlantic. In the years that followed, there were still many perils and crises to overcome. But on this day, the foundations for an era of unknown growth and prosperity were laid.
Okay. So, I actually did pretty well. I got the conductor rank. So, we did... I think we were a bit slow on some of the goals here, but that's fine. So, we couldn't get the accountant rank either. But yeah. No, that was a lot of fun. Let me see if I can look at some... Get some other stats here. 8 million company value. 3,613 miles. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, let's go back to the main menu. And I'll actually turn down the music a little bit here. Alright folks, that is the end of today's stream and the end of the campaign in Railway Empire. Next time, actually I'll show you quickly here. There are some scenarios. Actually, you can take a look here. So the campaign was all 5 of these missions here. But if you actually go to the other modes, like scenarios, for example, there are actually 2 other maps that we haven't played yet. One of them is the south, and actually there's a scenario called Black Gold, which I think might have to do something with oil, which will be pretty interesting. And the other one is in the northwest, which is kind of in the Idaho, Utah area there. So... so next time, when I play Railway Empire, that'll probably be early next week, either Monday or Tuesday, most definitely Wednesday. When I stream next time or next week. then I will start playing these scenarios, maybe these other ones too, and we'll see how we go. How I do. All right. There is one more stream I'll be doing this week. That'll be on Friday. On Fridays, if you don't know, I usually do we just term it. I should learn how to speak. I just call them Friendly Fridays. It's basically, most of the time I usually play, when I stream, I usually play single player games. But on Fridays, on Friendly Fridays, I like to play, or try to play, multiplayer games with my friends. I'm still trying to figure out what game we're going to be playing on Friday. Previously we've played Company of Heroes, DEF CON, Off-Road Trading Company, which is a lot of fun. So when I figure that out, I will let you know. And then next week, I'm not sure what it'll be, whether I'll be streaming on Monday or Tuesday. If I can't stream on Monday, it'll probably be Tuesday. But again, I'll let you know on the Twitters and other places. So, right, folks. So I'm going to do the little usual spiel here. Feel free to follow me on Twitter or follow this channel if you want to know when I'll be streaming next. I do post a schedule on my Twitter and below on my channel here. And I also I will be uploading the previous missions of the campaign that I've done onto my YouTube channel, and the links to the Twitter and the YouTube are below on my Twitch channel right there. And just scroll down. All right, that is all from me. This campaign has been pretty fun. I'm looking forward to continuing on, so yeah. All right, that's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.